The weekend is over. Monday is here. Monica McNutt. I mean, I don't know if y'all saw her do a little sideline thing yesterday. I mean, the versatility just continues to shine and shine brightly. And then she showed that work ethic when she flew across the country and came to New York City just to sit across from your boy. Needless to say, I can't say that about Molly Q because she already in L.A. ahead of schedule. And Big Perk, I mean, the brother looked good like Mr. T and all of this other stuff. But at times, he does look a little tired. Here's some tips for you, KP, just in case you need them.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? You like the glasses?
I do.
You like the look, KP? It's about that time. It's about that time, baby. It's about that time.
I love them. Only in L.A., though. You only can wear those when you in L.A. or Miami.
Okay, they didn't tell you? I'm on my way to L.A. That's why I got first takes in the house. Let's go.
I hate losing, so yeah, of course there's a level of frustration for sure. Can't even sit here and say that we should be this or we should be that. Our record is who we are.
Championship team, it's not us right now.
I said victory is all we ever wanted. A little history is all we ever needed.
We will not go backward.
This was not the Lakers' night.
They are still very much a work in progress.
It's the same question every game. Every time we lose, it's like, hey, how long do you think it's going to take? We don't know.
Good day. What's going on, everybody? Welcome into First Take, my people. Look at this crew. SA, as always, I saw you at the Cardis. Don't hurt them. Good job this weekend. Countdown all weekend. I'm sure you've been complaining how tired you are. But Monica, the real MVP today with the cross-country flight. Loving the shades of pink. And, of course, my guy Perk. Perk, I thought you were going to be here with me, but it's all good. I won't hold it against you. How's everybody feeling this morning?
I only have one thing to say.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hi, Molly.
What'd he say?
I said hi,
Hi, Molly. He's the grouchy Molly.
You know what? You know what, Stephen A? I would try to rub it in right now because I was power walking by the beach yesterday, toes in the sand.
Hold it! Stop right there. Don't just say that to the American people. Perk, Eminem,
Yes?
Molly actually sat up there. I mean, I'm minding my business, working now.
Okay.
Molly gonna sit up there and send a photo of the beach.
I did.
Of the beach.
Of the palm
just
trees,
low.
the beach.
Just
It was
digging
glorious.
it in. You know what I'm saying?
But I
Go
was
ahead.
watching you holding it down on Countdown, and I'll say this in all seriousness, though, Stephen A. My mom's out here with me, and it's about that. I'm glad she's getting to enjoy it all, so it's a lot of fun. So I'm not even going to talk junk right now. Guys, we got a lot to get into. Let's do this. So after eyebrow-raising comments made by LeBron James leading up to the trade deadline and continuing through the All-Star weekend, James made it clear he wants the Lakers, the team he's played for the past 4 years of his 19-year career, to be the final franchise he plays for, saying this after the Lakers' 105-102 loss to the Clippers. This is a franchise I see myself being with. I'm here. I see myself being with the purple and gold as long as I can play. I wonder if he still feels that way, though, guys. After last night hitting new lows, LeBron was booed by Lakers fans. Did you hear it in the third? With LA trailing by 19 points, and LeBron had a 6th turnover of the game and the team's 18th turnover in a 28-point loss to the Pelicans at home. Here's Russell Westbrook on those boos.
Does the booing, pretty loud, especially at the end of the game, does that stick with you? Like, how do you handle respond to that? Like, you don't take that home with you?
Take it home? For what?
I don't think about it.
Take it home. Man, well, I got 3 beautiful kids at my house. My wife, I ain't taking it home. They take their boo and they take their home.
I don't have an answer from tonight. I mean, obviously, you talk about the future. That's for us all to figure out. I mean, you don't know what can happen in the next, few weeks. But tonight, I mean, from the 6-minute point of the second quarter through the third, no answers. No, this season is definitely different.
But LeBron downtrodden. The Lakers currently sit in 9th in the Western Conference standing. LA holds a 3-game lead in the loss column over both the Pelicans and the Trailblazers. Remember, seeds 7 through 10 will participate in a play-in tournament before advancing to the first round. Stephen A. Should LeBron want out after this season?
He should damn sure think about it, I'll tell you that much. But I'll say this, a couple of things that I think are important. Russell Westbrook was hilarious right there. He was absolutely hilarious. Please don't get me wrong. And I know he didn't mean it the way that it was coming across, But when you're struggling the way that he has struggled and the way the team has struggled, for this particular franchise, that's going to be taken differently. And him being a Los Angeles native should know that. If you're in Oklahoma City, you can do that because we know what he meant to that franchise. But the Lakers are a different animal with championship expectations every year that this team hasn't come close to living up to. And a lot of people point at him. So I just wish he'd guard himself because he'll end up getting criticized for it when it's not deserved, because I know he didn't mean anything by it. But just be careful with that. The other thing I want to say is this. Should LeBron consider wanting out of Los Angeles? Sure he should. I don't think he will because La La is different than Lake Erie, and I certainly understand that. But the flip side to it, y'all, is this. LeBron delivered a championship. And last time I checked, he's playing like an MVP candidate. The one person who should never be booed by the Los Angeles Lakers fan is LeBron James. No matter what, no matter how bad it is, no matter how good it is, this man has been a model of consistency, professionalism, and greatness for the Los Angeles Lakers. I think we all can look at LeBron's play on the court. If you wanted to get on him for the roster, that's a different matter. But looking at LeBron James play on the court, can we seriously sit here and look at him and find fault with how he has played? I can't. I've watched him all year long. And I'm not saying he's perfect every moment because, of course, he's not. But you talk about a dude that is playing hard, is going all out, and producing digits. 29, 6, and 7? I mean, that's what he's averaging on 51.9% shooting, on nearly 35% shooting from three-point range. At age 37 in his 19th season, half the time without Anthony Davis. This is not the person that Los Angeles Lakers fans should be booing because he committed a turnover. That's what they did last night. And I would say to the Los Angeles Lakers fans, who I love dearly, Laker Nation, but mind your manners and watch yourself because LeBron has not cheated you. He has not done that. Remember where you were before he arrived and what you accomplished within 2 years after his arrival. I can't believe they got me defending LeBron James, but he deserves it here.
Well, you know what? You're about 50% right on some of the things that you said, and then the other stuff, I don't even know how you uttered it out your mouth. Okay, so because here's the simple fact. It wasn't about what LeBron James has did overall for the Los Angeles Lakers. It wasn't about what LeBron James has done up to this point of the season. They was booing LeBron James and the Los Angeles Lakers about last night. And if you watched the game last night, LeBron James, yes, he had 30-some points or whatever the case may be, but his body language stunk. It was horrible from the start of the game. His body language, and then it went all the way down to the last man, like the hanging of the head, the pouting, the not getting back in transition. He deserved to get booed. And you know what happened? In the first quarter, in the second quarter, LeBron was non-existent. Then all of a sudden, they started booing him late in the third quarter, and in the fourth quarter, he decided to start playing hard. So he doesn't get a pass at all. Now, should he want out later on down the line, but he can't want out after this season? Remember, you came on here time and time again. Remember, you came on here time and time again saying that he helped put this roster together.
That's true.
So if you made this bed, you have to lay in it. And the world knows how I feel about my brother LeBron James that I grew up with since the 7th grade. But accountability is accountability. And we cannot let him off the hook for this mess that is going on in Los Angeles. Although he has been playing well this season, in particular, last night, his body language was horrible. And as the leader of that team, he cannot do that.
I won't lie. I was watching the game last night in and out of a sleep nap because I knew I had to be here. And I was like, is that another turnover? Is that another turnover? Is that C.J. McCollum knocking down a three? Are they going to put up any sort of resistance? At one point, I legit thought I was watching a sketch of how bad the Lakers have been this season, but that's neither here nor there. I'm going to split the difference between the two of you, Perk and Stephen A. I think that LeBron should explore options to leave. Because if there's anybody in the league that has the cachet to make a mess and just kind of walk away, it would be LeBron James. And I think when we look at the arc of his career, he has not been bashful about wanting to be in the best position for whatever his goals are, both personally and professionally. Now, I understand that LA aligns with all of the other things he's doing off the basketball court, but really quick anecdotal story, when we were out at All-Star, one of the security guards just, chopping it up, chatting with him, he made the point that Kobe will always be the king of LA and that LeBron is the king of Cleveland. I understand that he says he wants to stay put, but I see this as a fluid situation because to me, in terms of the legacy and what he means to the state of Ohio, that should be something that is worth exploring down the road. But as far as this season goes, we knew how bad this team was in this last night. Is it the basement? Could it get worse?
We got to move on, but I'm going to say this. KP, you're absolutely right when you talk about the point of him assembling the roster. No disagreement there. I was just saying if it gets to a point where Laker Nation is lumping you in with the likes of Russell Westbrook, for example, or anybody else that they want to boo, that's a problem, and it should be a problem for LeBron James because last night notwithstanding, the vast majority of this season, we've seen him do what he's done. That's
Kirk,
all.
last word here.
No, no. Look, I don't disagree with you on that, but I'm just talking about last night.
Yeah,
last night. Not only did Lakers deserve to lose, but he deserved it as well. I mean, his body language was horrible, and if I was on the bench in the locker room, I would have told him, "Hey, Bron, look, man, your body language out there, man, it's horrible right now." It was. Look, the whole team was just. It was just no effort whatsoever. I was sitting there saying to myself, it's a damn shame because they just quit on Frank Vogel. Everybody.
Which I told you would happen.
That looked bad.
Which I told you would happen.
They quit on him. Last night, they quit on Frank Vogel, and that's unfair to Frank Vogel, man, because this is a guy that you won a championship. I don't feel like all the people out there saying, oh, they could have had Ty Lue. Hey, do y'all realize Frank Vogel did help y'all win a championship? He can't teach art and effort.
Yeah,
he can't go out there. He can't go out there.
We got